Today we're talking about history, not not like World War II, but like the history of your command line. So every time you type something, typically it ends up in a history file, and there's a command that helps you sort of work through that. So the first command is just literally history, and this will show you everything that you've typed in your command line recently. I don't know how far back it goes. I can never remember. But there are some cool commands. So say you've done something recently and you want to say history and say, I think it's in the last 10 commands. Oh, yep. So that works. So you can show the last, say, 10 commands. And then these each have numbers next to them. So let's copy one. And let's say I wanted to run that command. So you could, of course, copy that. Or you could just put a little explanation, a little number, and then put my password here, and it'll run it. So you just put the explanation, and actually what's interesting is, since it's done, you can see it actually doesn't show up as the sudo, or the explanation 125. It actually shows up as the full sudo line. So you can chain these together too, so if you have multiple commands you wanted to. The other things you can do with this is, let's say these two lines are wrong. So what I can say is say history -d for delete, and I can say we'll delete 1, 2, 3. Now if I go to history, so 1, 2, 3 was history 85. Now 1, 2, 3 is gone, and that's actually moved everything up. So I could do that again, and you can see that history 85 should be gone. Yep. So, and if I say I wanted to delete all my history, you could do a history-c, and that deletes it from your history. So now I have no history except for history. So let's do a couple commands here. And now let's go to history. Now you can see that I'm starting to build up some commands again. The last thing I wanted to show you, which I think is the most interesting, let's say you wanted to run, say, something like uptime, but you don't want, and for some reason you don't want people to know what you did. So what you do is you actually just put a space, and then you say uptime. And you can do this with anything. It's really the space that gets rid of it. So if you do history, you can see adding that space here keeps it out of the history file. So if you have something with like a password or something that's a little more private that you don't necessarily want to share, you can put a space in, and that'll keep it out of your history file. Thanks for watching. Bye.